here we are, where I really don't want to be right now, but they say you gotta face your fears in order to heal. So we're starting the healing process. I'm just bringing you to this parking lot right here. When I was 21 years old, I got pregnant. Anyways, the reason why I'm making this video is to show you I wasn't always successful, and I did not always have my own apartment, and I did not always, well, I don't even know if I've ever had my head on my shoulders, but I wasn't as independent as I should have. My priorities weren't straight. When I was 22 years old, I got involved with a guy who did not treat me very well, and I ended up pregnant after being with him for 2 months. And, you know, when you're young, you think that you stay with somebody and have their kid, that they're going to love you forever, and that kid is going to keep you together forever, and you're going to be a happy family and live happily ever after. But, I mean, we all know, well, hopefully you know, that it doesn't always work like that. Kids don't always keep people together, and sometimes things aren't what they seem. So now I'm going to bring you to the motel that I lived out of for about first couple months of my son's life. When I was pregnant, I used to be held in a room, and I wasn't allowed to leave because of whatever reason, and I was beaten, and I had to sleep on the floor because there was no bed, and we got a mattress from a guy's neighbor, and I think there were bed bugs on it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and I slept, I mean, before we got that mattress, which had the bed bugs, I was sleeping on the floor about 8 months pregnant. And then, after we had the baby, we stayed in the apartment, his mother's apartment, and, I mean, she would smoke inside the house, so I would be in the other room because she was smoking, and I had my newborn baby there, and it just wasn't okay. And, you know, you got a baby, you really shouldn't be smoking around a baby. It's not okay. But, so we moved out, and we moved into a motel, and I was getting unemployment. We were living off my unemployment check, so I'm going to bring you to that motel in just a second. I want you to see where I was living. I was so brainwashed, I thought that this was okay. I thought it was alright, you know, to pay for everything, and I thought, you know, oh, he'll change, but you know what, sometimes they never do. Lantern Motel. See that room up there, up top? That's where I was held captive, and I couldn't leave because I wanted to call 911. See these cute little houses? Yeah, it's real cute. Shittiest place I ever lived in my life. Do not ever let a guy tell you that it is okay to live in the Green Lantern Motel, okay? This place is disgusting. It's not up to the fire code, and like I said, I had to call 911 to finally break free from the Green Lantern. Hey, see those things in the sky? Those long, long strips? You know those are chem trails, right? Those are trails the government puts in the air. They're spraying chemicals. So if you ever start acting crazy and see some chemtrails, the Illuminati is messing with you. Well, maybe, maybe not. Anyways, moral of the story is, ladies, do not fall for a guy just because of his looks. Looks are not love, and looks fade, but personalities don't. So go for their personality, because if you go for the looks, chances are it's not going to last. So the moral of the story is, even our biggest mistakes, even our rock bottoms, they end up being the biggest reason we live for. The most precious, handsome little beings ever created. Even though they don't like us sometimes, we will always love them. Here is my why.